All right, so there is a video as well now, again, of Harry Kane speaking into his lack of trophies and what he might want to do. Again, so I thought that was a great interview, so let's take a look at what he said.
Video as well. It's Daniel Levy talking to the Cambridge Union students.
He can absolutely win a trophy at Spurs. The fact that he's the top scorer for Tottenham Hotspur, he's making history. And I hope one day that there's a statue of Harry Kane outside our stadium.
Would you like a statue?
Again, it's something. It's not really my decision, I guess. I'm really respectful of the club, and it's a club that I've been here since I was 11 years old, so almost 19 years now. So I've been here a long time, and I feel like we've achieved a lot in my career, even though we haven't got the trophies to show for it. A statue is a statue. Is not something that's kind of make or break my career. I appreciate the words that the chairman said about me, and but ultimately what I can do is on the pitch, and I feel like I'm giving my all in every moment in every game, and just trying to help the team as much as possible.
So it's funny because I think everybody has an opinion on what Harry Kane should do with his career. And the only thing that I can say is, again, this isn't an opinion about what he should do with his career, but I think that he should absolutely be prepared to live with the opinions of the choices that he makes with his career. And what do I mean by that? I mean, if he chooses to stay at Tottenham, knowing like he already basically chose to stay with them once because he signed a contract extension. And the club were in a bit of a turmoil, and maybe they gave him a little bit of power. Maybe they gave him a little bit more of a say of, what coaches or what players they're going to get. He got a salary raise. He didn't get a release clause in his contract. But anyway, so he already extended his stay once. Now he's going to be, I think he's 29. I think he's turning 30 next season. So he's already getting up there. And he hasn't won a trophy since. So if he stays at Tottenham, I think it would be fair for people to say, boy, imagine what he could have done if he was at City. Or, boy, if he was at Manchester United, he definitely could have won a trophy. And it's one of those things where, yeah, if you're the record goal scorer of the Premier League, that is a great, phenomenal individual achievement that you can have. But those records get broken. And if you're going to hang your hat on a record, I think you're going to look back and think that you should have maximized your career that much more. Again, I think, Shaq is pretty famous for saying, he claims to be the most dominant player ever, but he doesn't have as many rings. Why? He says, I should have put in more work and, should have won more rings. I think Harry Kane would be looking at the exact same scenario. So, I'm not going to advise him. I'm not going to pretend to know what's best for Harry Kane. I'm not going to say that I think he should do X, Y, or Z. But I think people can and should be able to talk about what those decisions led to. To him being trophyless at the end of his career while being the Premier League's top goal scorer is not going to be that great of a career. Let's be honest. It's the classic question of, would you rather score 100 goals for your career and not win a single trophy, or score 5 goals in your career and win 5 trophies? I'd rather have the trophies. You'd rather be there for the big game than not. And there's nothing wrong with Harry Kane needing help. He pulled that Spurs team to a second place title in the Premier League, to a second place in the Premier League, and to a Champions League final. he needs help. And I mean, we have to call a spade as well. When it mattered for England, penalty time, he whiffed it. He's not Timothy. He's not him. And that's okay if he needs help. That's totally fine. Football, you have 11 players on the pitch. You can't do it on yourself. He's done a lot. He's done amazing for Spurs. Even if he left now, Spurs should be eternally grateful for one Harry Kane and what he did for that team throughout his time there. That's going to be a damn shame if he ends up trophyless. I think that's totally fair to say. That it's going to be such a shame if he ends trophyless. And again, that's his career, That's his career. He can do whatever if he wants to go for the money, go for the money. If he wants to stay at his boyhood club and never win anything, which Spurs, I'm given to understand, isn't even his boyhood club, but whatever. The club that gave him the chance and he paid him back, go for it. That's totally fine. He can do that. But he's going to have to live with everybody just being like, damn. He didn't have it. He didn't have it. He has 0 Premier League titles. And that's just it's gonna be a fair criticism, and it's gonna suck, but it's just gonna be one of those things where he's gonna have that legacy, that he was trophyless, that he couldn't get it done. Like how great was he if he didn't take the challenge? He never won it. I'm sorry. So again, that's it. And then I saw a meme about it as well. And I thought, isn't this going to be the biggest fucking shame if this ends up being his legacy? This is Harry Kane. This is probably England's best striker, second best striker, up there. One of the best strikers to play in the Premier League. X, Y, Z, whatever you want to say. And this is going to be his legacy. That's going to be his legacy. If there was a trophy for pulling girls, me, aka trophyless. That's tough, man. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. Again, he can do whatever he wants. That's his career. He can live his life however he wants. Oh, man, that's going to be tough, man. That's going to be tough.